My first favourite of February is actually a sneaky end of January favourite. I finished it just as the clock was about to strike midnight on the 31st of January. But here it is, because I've already uploaded my January favourites. It is another book. It's called The Bookish Life of Nina Hill. This book was so good, and I would recommend it to any kind of 25-year-old girl who likes her own company and cats. I really related to this character, and I kind of just like wanted her to be my best friend, and I read it really quickly. I love the storyline. I laughed out loud most chapters. I even cried in Nando's at one point on my own. Yes, I was having a Nando's on my own. Towards the end, had a little tear shed, had to kind of wipe it away with my little Nando's tissue. But this is definitely my first favourite. Like, not only book, but favourite this time. Sometimes my books aren't my faves, I just include them for the sake of it, but this one is definitely a favourite. I don't know where I got recommended this one. I think it was on one of the kind of chart lists on Goodreads that I saw, but I ordered a secondhand version, and I love it. Mum is helping me to film another one of my February favourites, which is my Dickies coat that I bought for work. Obviously I'm training to be a DT teacher. I get very covered in sawdust all the time. So I used to wear an apron that Elliot's mum got me, but I decided no, I need the full coverage. You're a very active camera woman. So I decided to order one from Dickies. Everybody else in the department is jealous. They want us to get matching ones. But I love it. And it means that I keep my clothes nice, but I also look like a very stereotypical DT teacher at work. And for that, it is one of my favourites.
You do.
A food favourite of February, oh, that alliteration though, is double stuff Oreos. Oh my god. So Oreos are one of the only real sweet treats that I can have now that I am dairy free. I get through like a pack a day. I wish I was joking. But recently in Sainsbury's, Oreos have been 50p. So I thought, well, I'll take this opportunity to try some of the different variations. So I got the golden ones, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I got the birthday cake flavour ones, which again, I could give or take. I could take or leave. But I also got the double stuff Oreos. Basically what it means is that there's double the amount of white stuff in between the biscuits, and holy moly, these are good. I'm getting through them like a trooper. They're so delish. Double stuff Oreos. Get that on your list. Another favourite of February is these leather trousers. Obviously not real leather, just faux leather. I got these from ASOS and I absolutely love them. Every time I wear them I feel like Sandy from Greece. They are a little bit noisy though, listen. I have read another book. It was this one, Call Me By Your Name. Now, a lot of people were talking about this book, I think because they made it into a film recently, so it kind of came back into the limelight, and a lot of people were raving about it. It's about a boy that falls in love with the summer guest at their summer house in Italy, I think. I found this book very strange, and I probably wouldn't recommend it. It was written very kind of poetically, romantically, very wordy. I had to focus to keep up. But more than anything, there were a couple of really gross parts of this book which I so wasn't expecting, because I thought this was aimed at like young adults, like secondary school age, and the film. I wouldn't say so. If you have read this book, I am talking about A, the peach bit, and B, the toilet bit. I was reading them like, what? Why is that necessary? What? Basically. So I didn't really enjoy this. The storyline was fine, but yeah, not really my style of book, I don't think. We have one last February favourite slash book. It is called Heartburn by Nora Ephron. My friend Jodie lent me this with a high recommendation. She said she loves everything by Nora Ephron, but if I'm reading it for the first time, it should be this one, Heartburn. A, it's got a lovely cover. B, it's nice and small, which I really like because it racks up my numbers on Goodreads. But also, this book was just really nice. It was written in a very readable way, so it's really quick to read. It's a really funny story. I mean, it's not that funny. It's about divorce and affairs, but it is quite funny. And this is the last book I've read in February. I've already moved on to something else, which will be in my March favourites and books, I am sure. But this is Heartburn by Nora Ephron, and I would recommend this one.